G'day and welcome back to Down the Shed with Byron. Just a bit of a shed update for Friday afternoon. Now it has been absolutely bonkers down here at the moment. We've done about 10 days, actually, about 12 days of YouTubing. And that's me and the big fella making some videos. Also a special guest of mine, my mate Paul from Old School Only. He popped over to WA to give us a hand with one of our projects. Also, we've been helping out How Ridiculous again. Me and my mate DJ have been doing that and we had an absolute ball. And one of the last videos we did with them was the van, destroying that van. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link in the description. That was awesome. But my most fun part of that was building it. It's just one of those builds that I could just let my hair go and just get right into it. And then it was actually, I sort of got attached to it and got a little bit disappointed that I was destroying it and where we should have been making it into something cool. Anyway, you get that on the big jobs. I've then also had a couple of days to myself where I was like, right, I'm gonna get back down the shed, tidy up a bit and get some stuff happening. But I just had to do a scrap car run and get rid of a few, except I accidentally brought one back. Before I show you what I accidentally brought home, we've got this little Corolla that my mate James hooked us up for a demolition derby car. Now it's got the assistant pedals on the left hand side. So what I want to do with this is turn it into a little bit of a project for me and my daughter to do, my little sweetheart. And because we can't travel too far with her little condition that she's got at the moment, I thought, well, let's do a project where we can build a car and she can drive around the fire breaks of our place. So we've got the little Corolla that does need a radiator and the front end pulled out. Now our mate Matty from Jolly's Constructions gave us another Corolla. Now this thing was an absolute nugget and well, it was good enough for us, so we robbed the front end off of it. So now I got parts for this. Then I gave it to my mate Adam at Piece of Scrap Towing so he can help us out finding another demolition derby car. Alrighty then, I'll show you what I accidentally picked up. And here it is. What do you think we'd be doing with a 4-cylinder Volvo wagon? It's got some parts that we could use off of it for something else. Wow. What do I say? Actually, you might have to keep an eye out for Daz's Tips and Adventures because that car is actually for him. So he might share what it's for, but I'll let him do that. Now, I had a heap of parts rock up for the VT, but one of them was the aerial that hasn't even rocked up yet. So the world's cheapest aerial on eBay hasn't even rocked up. So I might have to email them and see what's going on. But I've got rocker cover gaskets, I've got an idler pulley, spoke to my mate Paul about how we can tackle the rust on the roof, which I'll do in the video. But again, I just ran out of time / effort and I was a bit puffed out. But I'm going to try and get into those maybe next week and then I'll share that with you guys. But this week, best on ground, my most valuable player goes to the GQ Patrol. This has just been an absolute weapon all week. I reckon I've towed about 6 to 7, possibly even 8 cars over the last couple of days in this thing, and it just does not miss a beat. But I need to give it some love. And then my mate Matty calls me up today, bro, can you help me out? The G6 is broken down. I'm like, you want me to pick up a Ford? No worries, I'm on my way. And he can sort that out later. So that's my mate Matty from Silent 6. I'll put his link in the description anyway. Alrighty then. I've got a bit of a mission here to tidy up, but I want to show you a little bit of a sneak behind the scenes of what's been going on. Now I won't release these videos. Oh, I haven't edited them yet. But I can't release these videos. I don't want to release these videos till Christmas time-ish. So I hope you understand. And that's because I just want to have a bit of a playlist that continues for a few weeks. So I'm not just stopping and starting, waiting for finances, waiting for help, or just getting the big fella down here, / also I've got work to go to. But I'll give you a little hint. We've got the ute down here now. We've got a parts car. Now if you remember this from the ute build videos that we did back in the day with the DJ special, Mint Ute, Well, that was my Christmas present. It's looking slightly cut up now. There's the van door that got blown off. The boys from How Ridiculous have signed it for me, so I can hang that up as memorabilia. Now, I'm into the shed. Another little behind the scenes. Check this out. How cool is that? Fitball, so I can start working on my ab and sorting that out. Oh, what can you see there? Yeah, boy, the good old Bram. It's not looking as rusty. We've also got some parts for the engine, so we're just giving out a coat of paint at the moment, getting that sorted. And then we've got my old HT Premier out from the back corner there. Now, this has been many years it's been sitting there, and everyone that came around on the Friday night barbecue is like, wow, I've never seen the driver's side of that thing. I'm like, oh, thanks boys. Been down to the vapor blasters, and they've done the intake manifold that we got given and the timing cover we got given. So I caught up with my mate Jason that's got the 1000 horsepower Triton in the wet, and he helped us out with a timing cover. So we've got that, I vapor blasted that, and we've got an intake manifold, Ellen Brock Performance. Unfortunately, we've got the tiniest bit of corrosion here. So what we're gonna do is I called Safety Grandpa and he said, we'll give that a die grind out. And he's got some special words for different chemicals and some stuff that we can clean that up with and weld that up. So we're gonna leave that for Safety Grandpa to give us a hand with. Now the guys down in Rockingham, Aquablast, oh mate there, he helped us out with that. And he was very generous because I went there with cash. Cash is king. Safety Grandpa reached out and said, mate, do you want an early Christmas present? And I'm like, okay Dad. Got us a new welder. Woo boy, good old SIG weld. So I went down and grabbed that. My neighbour, I was speaking to him and he was talking to the boys at Hare and Forbes, and they got me a press kit so I could pop out dents and bits and pieces with a hydraulic press kit, and that was absolutely awesome. A 14-piece hydraulic body repair kit. Now this kit here, I'll share with you later, it's got a couple of wheels on the bottom, so you can just wheel it around. And I was like, that is awesome compared to this old red box I've got here that you got to try and staunch and do 25 push-ups before you lift it. So that was awesome. The neighbour got that, sourced that for us, and that was sort of thanks for helping him with a tow for one of his cars. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit more of a glimpse of what we got up to. We sourced a very excellent condition fuel tank, and I spent a majority of this time that our mate Paul was over sorting out a front end. But tell me, how good does that look? Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, I hope you guys are looking forward to, let's say, Christmas time, when I've got all the videos edited and I'm able to share them with you. I hope you enjoy that build. Me and Paul, we had DJ over, we had Shane Shed come over, we had Bad Q, Aussie Garage, Phil come over, Silent Six come over. Bloody, who else was there? But oh boy, we had an absolute awesome time and made some great memories. So make sure you jump onto the Instagram and Facebook media stuff for this kind of stuff. I'll share a heap of photos and a couple of short videos later on that type of stuff. But now I've got the mission of a little bit of a cleanup. I need to sort out a heap of parts that we got left all over the place, and about 11 to 12 cartons of beer bottles, I mean bottles of confidence, to sort out and take down to the recycling centre. All right guys, just a quick one. Thought I'd just give you a shout out of what's happening. Anyway, dirty thumbs up, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you. You guys have a great weekend.